In the 1970s, America faced an economic disaster called stagflation. Normally, inflation and unemployment move in opposite directions. But in the 1970s, both surged together, creating an economic nightmare. It started with the OPEC oil embargo of 1973, when oil prices quadrupled almost overnight. This led to skyrocketing energy costs, which made everything more expensive, from gas to food. But the oil crisis wasn't the only factor. The U.S. was deeply involved in the Vietnam War, and massive government spending was driving up the deficit. By 1974, inflation had reached 12.3%, and unemployment hit 8.5%. The country was trapped in a vicious cycle of rising prices and job loss. People had less money to spend, but the cost of living kept climbing. The U.S. government responded by implementing price controls. But this only made things worse, creating shortages of basic goods like gasoline and meat. At the same time, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates in an attempt to fight inflation. But higher rates led to even more job losses. Then, in 1979, a second oil shock hit due to the Iranian Revolution, driving oil prices up once again. Inflation continued to spiral, and the U.S. economy was stuck in a state of stagflation, high inflation combined with high unemployment. It wasn't until Paul Volcker became chairman of the Federal Reserve in 1980 that things began to change. To break the cycle, Volcker raised interest rates to 20%, which caused a painful recession but also ended inflation. It was a tough price to pay, but it ultimately stabilized the economy. The 1970s taught us a valuable lesson. Stagflation can devastate an economy when external shocks and poor policy decisions combine. It's a reminder that trust in the economy and effective policy are critical to maintaining stability. When the economic system loses credibility, it takes a long time to recover.